And record, okay.
Recording.
That's recording. That's good. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Good little bev on mic.
I have rose.
Would you like to count us down?
3, 1, 2.
Nice one. Nice, good fucking joke, friend. Real fucking funny.
Thank you.
If you're just joining us, Alexa's got a new cool joke where she doesn't do the countdown for the clap when we slate the episodes. So you say in the biz, slate.
Which we really don't need to do because the way I find how we match up is matching our conversations because it makes more sense to me.
That's insane. I can't believe you admitted that to me. Oh my God.
Because I can more easily, I do the thing.
Why let the program do it?
Well, the program can't, I don't know how to do that. What I do is I find the end of the episode, like you talked about, but I can remember what we talked about at the end better in my head, like when I go to edit. So I'll just remember what we were talking about, and I can remember your response to something I said, and I just match them up, and then I just chop the episode.
That's wild.
It works for me. It takes fucking 30 seconds.
It just you have to remember what we were talking about, which I forget. The second we are done talking, I forget about what we said.
Yeah, I get it. Your heart's not really in this, but that's fine.
No, it's just my brain.
That's fine.
I don't hold on to things like that.
Right, unimportant things.
Unimportant things, yeah. I mean, if we said something like, I'll remember like the peaks and valleys, you know. I'll remember like the general subjects that we hit, maybe for a couple days.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
I don't even remember that.
Anyway, yeah, I started a new joke where because I got shit for Will told me to do a countdown, and then I did 1, 2, 3 because
it was just funny. It was funny.
I don't have to do everything exactly the way Will says it.
You don't.
But this time I did.
It was just obvious that your brain was, you knew you knew to do 3, 2, 1.
No, I knew what you meant.
Instinctively didn't
count.
You didn't intentionally
to the clap.
You didn't count up as a joke. It was a mistake.
No, it wasn't a mistake. It was I don't care if you said count down. I know what you mean. It's count to the clap. God. Count to the clap.
So you just
is what you were at. That's what the subtext of what you were saying was.
Yes, count to the clap.
Right. So that's what I heard. But just because you said count down and I go 1, 2, 3, and then all of a sudden I'm a bitch because I didn't go 3, 2, 1.
I didn't say you were a bitch. You said that. I never said that.
Just because we don't record everything that happens, I'm just gaslighting you into thinking you
call me a bitch that time. I didn't say it was wrong. I said
always call me a bitch.
I said you didn't do it as a joke.
But that time, you didn't call me a bitch.
I always call you a bitch as a joke. And then that time I didn't call you a bitch.
No, but I am admitting I did not say 1, 2, 3 to make a joke. And I never said that I did.
No, but that's why I was mad.
You need to be sure that everyone understands that I'm not funny and I'm a bitch.
That's all. Honestly, thank you. That's all I need.
No, thank you.
The important thing for the longevity of this show is for everyone to know you're not funny at all.
Mm-mm. And I'm a bitch.
Yes. Your words.
Well, yours too, but you agree, so it's not that big of a deal.
But not this time. This time they're your words, but next time they'll be my words.
Mm-hmm.
And by the end of this episode, in 55 minutes, 55 minutes they will have been my words. Yeah. Also,
I'm gonna do a bitch counter in the corner.
That'd be fun.
I don't think it would be. I don't think it'd be fun. Actually say bitch that much. I'm having a feeling now about myself, though, that I'm going to be saying bitch a lot this episode.
You're going to lean into it, and then I'm going to be mad that you...
The thing is I'm not even going to try. It's just that if I talk about using a word too much, then I just start... Like that time when I couldn't stop saying amen, brother, and I said it like 6 times in an episode.
I don't.
It's because if I use it once as a joke, then all of a sudden it just like has to come out. It's like compulsive.
There have been some times I've noticed you making the same, using the same phrase.
It's like a verbal.
And I've never
tick.
heard you say, and I've never heard you use it before. And then we're recording, you'll say the same damn thing.
I don't do it on purpose
6
at all.
or 7 times.
I don't do it on purpose.
And that's why I assumed that the 1, 2, 3 was not on purpose.
Well, you were correct in assuming that. I just counted.
Okay, great. Yeah,
I
you
was
just
counting.
counted. So you weren't doing it to. It wasn't subterfuge. You weren't trying to sabotage.
Saboteur? No, I wasn't. I play the saboteur in much more overt ways. I want you to know.
And then you inadvertently get yourself
I
canceled
sabotage
for being a sexist.
Fuck out of my own self, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
See, I'm a different kind of saboteur. I'm more of the one who blows my own docks up right before the ship leaves. I like to kind of blow up my own bridge.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Hey, not appropriate today.
Oh, right. A bridge fell down.
Yeah, in Philly. It was pretty crazy.
Anyone?
I don't actually know.
Because if the answer is 0, then it's totally appropriate to joke about bridges.
Let's see. I don't actually believe that anyone was hurt. Which is awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
We like that. Hey, we like that. Now I'll joke about bridges some more.
Now bridges, fair game. No, I actually saw
fine.
a TikTok of someone driving over the bridge while it was on fire because they hadn't closed it down yet. Is that not insane?
Okay. I didn't realize it was a fire that caused it.
So what it was a big. So it's like an overpass bridge. So it's not over like a river. It's over more highway.
Okay, yeah.
So underneath the bridge, a 18-wheeler of some like a tanker or some had crashed and caught on fire, and the fire caught the bridge on fire, which is why it collapsed.
Was the bridge made of wood?
Right? So that's the thing is everyone's like, what the fuck is wrong with this bridge?
Yeah, how did it catch on? Like I saw a picture, it looked like a concrete bridge.
The screws are
wood.
Paper.
Yeah, it's soaked in gasoline.
Yeah.
We made this whole entire wood thing out of pulp.
Yeah. Eco-friendly.
I drove past, I don't know, maybe I've told this story before. It doesn't matter. I drove past a burning semi-truck once.
Oh, yeah, same.
On a bridge.
Oh, uh-oh. No, that's not good.
But I was on the other, it was like an overpass split where it was
where
on
you were like on one exit and
I was on like one exit and it was on the other, like the
was
other
it
half
the high
of the
five?
split. I don't know what that means.
In DFW.
What's the high five?
I actually don't remember which one is the high five.
Yeah, it's definitely part of like the DFW connector.
But there's
that
like
construction project that happened that was gone for like 10 years. While
the
we
high
lived
five
around
is
DFW
the one
airport.
at 75 and 635.
Okay, no, this is not that. This is 121, 183, 114.
That one's crazy.
Whatever.
That one's nuts.
I don't even know if those are the right words, but
no, you're in Fort Worth.
No, in Grapevine.
Oh, 360, 121, 114.
Maybe that's it.
Like by William D. Tate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that interchange.
That one's wild.
That one is wild. And I was on one bridge. It was like 2 a.m. And this truck was like, it's a Walmart truck, I think. It was just on fire, like the whole thing.
Damn.
And I was on the other side, and I would drive with my windows down. I rolled my window up, of course, and I could still feel the heat.
That's wild.
Like I'm on another bridge.
How many feet would you say you were away? Like 60, 70?
Easily, yeah, 60, 70, if not more. Like I was a good distance away. I did not think I was in any like.
Damn.
Obviously, I was not in any danger, but.
Was there
unless I guess
emergency
something exploded?
Vehicles there?
I called 911.
They already knew.
I called the cops.
What a tattletale.
I was like,
Uh-oh.
there's a fire. I better call the cops.
A
So they
cab.
come shoot whoever.
Will. Yeah.
Come shoot whoever started
The
it.
driver runs out covered in fire, and they're just like, freeze! Freeze! Bop, 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 bop.
They're trying to yell freeze, like we gotta freeze the fire. Freeze him with bullets.
That's crazy, though. You know, that reminds me.
They just, I called and they knew. They were like, "Are you calling about the fire?" I was like, "Yes." I was like, "All right." Like, damn, that kind of like they had some.
I know, they're kind of bitchy about it. Like, we've heard
they
this
truly
one.
were. They were like, I was like, "Hey,
we're working on
I don't
it."
even think I don't even think I said anything. They were just like, "Are you calling about the fire on the bridge or whatever?" Like the truck fire.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yes."
And
Immediately,
they hung
like,
up
all
on
the
you.
wind. Yeah, like,
Yeah, you were about to be the hero.
Yeah, I was gonna be the hero. Obviously, I was just gonna keep driving. But
Yeah, you're not going to go pull the guy out or anything. You're on it would take 10 minutes to get around to whatever bridge he was
too
on.
late. It's
The way
past,
that
yeah.
highway interchange works, you would have had to like go on Pool Road, like hook to Yui.
He was dead. He would have been dead. He was immediately dead if I had to save him. If I had to be the one.
You like smush him in more.
Yeah, it's like, sorry I couldn't get here sooner. I'm holding his head into like the burning gasoline.
And you're sitting on him, kicking him.
This is he's Two-Face. I'm making him Two-Face. That's grim.
That reminds me of one time when I was driving late at night in Austin. This is a legitimate. I think we should lean into this because this is a legitimate tattletale tale.
Okay, this is their direction, folks.
This is the direction we're going.
Tattletale time.
I was driving on 35 in Austin between Cesar Chavez and Riverside. I was going home from
notoriously good highway.
That was the worst little span of 35 too, from Cesar Chavez to Riverside, which
does that part have the double decker?
No.
That's
after the double decker.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Like south of the river.
That's south of the double decker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was driving home and it was like 12:30 or something, midnight-ish, and this semi was just drifting and like braking and going fast.
What time of day? What time of day was it?
Middle of the night, 12:30.
Okay.
Something like that. I fucking called the number on the back of the.
You fucking called. How's my driving?
Yep.
I
fucking did.
You housed his driving.
I called it, and the dispatcher on the other end was so sweet. And they were like, "Okay, what's the truck number?" And I gave it to them, and they were like, "And you're in what city?" And I was like, "Austin." And they were like, "He was supposed to stop in Dallas." And he's doing that truck driver thing where he's like, gotta make it, gotta go. Like, I'll just make it to.
He's working himself to death. Like,
yes, that's what she was saying.
Yeah.
She was like, he was supposed to stop a while ago for his overnight, and
he was supposed to stop 4 hours ago.
Yeah.
As the truck crows.
And I was telling her, I was like, I'm not trying to get him in trouble, but he's like being unsafe, like for his and other people's safety. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's
and they
hard
were
to
like,
be mad at you for this.
We're gonna, she was like, no. Well, I'm gonna call him right now after I hang up with you and tell him that he has to pull over and get a hotel and stuff, like take a nap or whatever. And I was like, yeah, seriously, I get it. We're all working in these trying times.
Hey, we're all in this together.
Just tell him to get a little shut-eye. He obviously needs it. And she was like, all right, we'll do. And we were like, okay, well, thank you so much, Julia. And she was like, thank you, Alexa. Like, we had, like, become friends.
You had bitch bonded.
Yeah.
Boom. There, counter number 1.
Okay.
I'm going to lean into that just to spite you. I'm going to lean into doing the dumb thing.
Just because I already started saying it, we're already at, like, 7 bitches.
Maybe.
There's 8.
Oh, okay. There's 8 witches.
But yeah, what was your good? Before we started recording, you said you had a real good tattletale story.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. I had another incident. This is not
another
911.
Another tattling to the worst.
This is
authority.
This is when I should.
You should have.
No, this is where I failed.
Oops.
I failed as a neighbor. I felt as a good Samaritan. I should have called 911. I was on same highway system, 121.
Yep.
I was at the other end I was going south, where it's whatever, turning into 121 into Grape, like to go south, or 114 to go like towards like South Lake, like all that dumb stuff.
Yeah.
They were doing construction on this interchange, like they always are, and I had been driving through there often that last week or two, and I had noticed that there was this one part where suddenly a lane merged.
Yes.
2 lanes
Classic.
become one. Because of the construction. To become one in marital bliss.
Holy
And
lane trimony.
it was not, there you go. It was not well marked.
Nope.
There was no,
It's always just like those dumb,
there was no
just
warning,
regular
no caution.
cones.
But this was extra insane because the lane merge was forced by concrete barriers.
Oh no.
So if you didn't change lanes, you would crash into a concrete.
Damn.
I couldn't believe this was how it was, because every
They didn't even have
day,
like cast eyes on them or anything?
nothing.
Ugh.
Every day for like 2 weeks that I drove through there, it was like I was getting, and this was the rightmost lane merged.
Yeah.
It was forced to merge. So those 2 weeks, as soon as I saw that bullshit, I was left lane only when I was going through that section of road. And it was like 5 lanes becoming 4, or like 4 becoming 3.
Dude,
or something. It was a lot of lanes.
It's right after Texan Trail, isn't it?
No, this was the other way. This was like the split near D-Tate.
Oh, okay. Because I remember that being the thing, like after you come off of 114 out of Dallas and you get on 121, like right where Texan Trail is, and between Texan Trail and William D. Tate was like...
That was where the truck was on fire.
Oh, okay, cool. Sick.
That was the truck fire one.
Okay, so you're further down. Oh, where you're doing
down.
like the Bridgeport / 377 split? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I'm going the other direction this time. I'm heading towards Fort Worth. And so this last time,
which was a
times I
mistake.
drove through there.
Don't head towards Fort Worth.
No, of course not. God no. What the fuck was I thinking? Why would I drive in that direction? Why would I drive west from Dallas?
No, don't.
So I'm coming up on this turn on the highway, this bend, and I'm like, God, I know they haven't fixed this shit. I'm going through, I'm getting over to the left lane because I know eventually shit's going to hit the fan here.
Yeah.
Sure enough, this huge, like, F-350 white pickup truck.
Extended cab. Yeah.
Extended cab, dualies, is it dualies? Is that what, two wheels on the back?
Oh.
2 wheels on each side? Is that called dualies?
But I know what you mean.
I think
where it's like, what are you like? This isn't a part of the car anymore. It's like a trailer that you're towing.
Yeah, why do you have 6 wheels? All of us. You're Dallas. It's a fucking city. The car is the paint's like immaculate. Like this truck has never
the
done
chrome
bullshit.
is fucking blinding.
Dude, yeah, chrome on a truck. That's fun. Should be polished. It should be brushed steel.
Okay.
Anyway. Yeah, why make it pretty? It doesn't need to be pretty. Anyway, so this truck is sure enough in that right lane that's about to end.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't realize it. Last minute lane changes into the merge.
God.
Basically pit maneuvers.
So those extra wheels didn't even do anything.
It fishtails, pit maneuvers a small like SUV.
Stop.
He spins out.
No.
I swerve last minute, miss him by like inches. Like this car is truly like 360ing,
jeez,
spinning. It barrels into the barricade, continues to spin.
No.
Like boom, 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 just like ricocheting down the side of this highway.
God.
I pull over to I pull over past the construction where there's obviously like on the same like the right side of the highway.
Yeah.
No cars are gonna hit me at this point. Like everyone's slowing down because this horrible wreck just happened.
Yeah.
I was maybe like one of the last couple cars to make it through, like when it happened.
Yeah.
I pull over, get out, and I start walking down the side of the highway back towards this like SUV that's truly like you've never seen a more totaled car in your life. Like it's still like
that fourth car of mine
like
was pretty like
this
to the
thing
point
didn't have,
where
like,
I described it to my mother and she was like, do not send me a picture of that. Let's just call it totaled. I don't want to see it because it looks like someone died in the car.
I was gonna say this car had no panels left.
Damn. Okay.
It was like
that
just
beats
a
my
frame.
car.
It was a shell of a car.
Damn. Like all the fucking
all
shit
the panel,
flew
all
off?
Yeah. It was just the metal, like it was like the bones. It was a skeleton car. It's just a skeleton.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
Yeah, like just the torque and like the force of it just like barreling
just ripped
down
everything
and like
off?
just like everything flew off. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm there on the side of the highway, and the dude that was in the car is out, and he's like he doesn't seem hurt,
but he's disoriented.
But like mentally he is fucked.
Yeah.
And he is just like walking around the car like in disbelief.
That's what happened to me whenever I fell asleep. Whenever I woke up, I was facing the wrong direction on 35. Like just north of like 12th Street,
Damn.
Which is not a good place to be.
That's not good. That's not a good place to be, even if you're fully lucid.
I get out of the car and there's already a car stopped in front of, like facing me. So like the right direction. And they are all out. One of them's already on the phone with 911. So I'm like, and she's like, do you need an ambulance? And I go, I don't know. I'm like, because I just blacked out the last like 60 seconds of my...
Hey, what happened?
Yeah. I blacked out the last 60 seconds of whatever happened to me. Like, I don't remember spinning. I don't remember any of this. But I get out.
Asleep.
Yeah. Well, and I think like the trauma of everything, like I kind of just like lost that memory. But
sure.
I get out and I'm like, no, I'm fine. And I turn and look at my car and I just go, oh no! Like,
wow.
It was ruined. Like fucking ruined. Oh, that's another thing I didn't tell you about that story last week to dispel the fucking sobriety rumors.
Oh yeah, everyone thought you were
hammered. The cops showed up.
They showed up, shot me in the head.
And I was dead sober.
That was fine.
No, they showed up and gave me a field sobriety test. And like they did everything. I had to do the stand on one leg. I had to do the walk a line. I had to do the follow the flashlight, all the shit. And sober, they took me home. Like they gave me a ride in the cop car home. I fucking called Hobby and was like, I just got in a car wreck and I know you have a good bar at home. Will you come over with a bottle of whiskey? Because I was like, I'm not drunk, but I'm about to get fucking drunk. And I'm like crying about having to tell my mom I totaled another car. Like
your fourth car.
Anyway, so you walk down the highway to this wreck.
I walked down the highway to the wreck. The truck seems fine. Obviously.
Oh, the guy's super disoriented.
The guy's super disoriented, and I'm trying to get him to like join me on the other side of the barrier, like off the highway. I was like, "Hey, man, like, let's like get you off. Like, come on over, buddy. Like, nothing for it.
Hey,
sorry,
buddy.
pal." I come over and like it's like he's like looking at his horse that's dying, and I just like hand him the gun. It's like, you got to do it, man. If you don't, I will. Like, your car is dead. Your car is dying. It's done. Forget it.
Put it out of its misery.
Here. Yeah, put it down, pal. And he's like can't even hear me.
Damn, dude.
And that's when I was like, I'm out of here. I'm done.
While you're taking the walk back to your car, you pull out your phone and dial 911 like, hey.
Not once.
See, that's a tattle you should have tailed.
That's a tattle I should have told. But also, I was kind of shaken up. Like, I was like...
Well, yeah, you witnessed it.
If I hadn't... I should have stuck around because I witnessed the whole thing. Ideally. Like, that's where I messed up. I should have stuck around.
All right, Grapevine Cops. Here he is. Obstruction of justice. Right here. This one here, officer.
Yeah, I fled the scene. I missed it. I through my own perfect driving, dodged the wreck.
My own
'Cause I knew- I
perfect
was like,
defensive driving.
my perfect defensive driving. I know this is where an accident could happen. I'm getting in the right lane, or getting into the left lane in this case.
Dude, that's why I always avoided the death merge where 114 and 183 meet in Dallas. They
Insane.
changed it. It's not a death merge
Yeah,
anymore,
they
thank
fixed it.
God. But
How could there not have been a death there like every day?
there wasn't, which is why there was like never accidents there.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. Okay, for
A left lane of a highway merging
Yes, merging with the
immediately
right lane
with
of
a
a
right
highway.
lane of another, two highways merging,
And
left lane and right lane meet.
They just
no
immediately
grace period.
fishtail into each other.
There's no period of time.
And
to,
there's like
you can't even
a
see. You can't
single
even
sign.
see the other lane.
No, you can't. There's a huge concrete barrier, and there's like a single sign, like a quarter of a mile back, that says, like merge.
Yeah, and one of the highways is like elevated above the other, so you truly can't.
Yeah, so you're on this like weird
who
angle.
else is about. Yeah, you can't see who else is about to merge with you until the last minute, which is the only time you have to merge.
The first time,
Yeah, dude.
just
I feel like
so much screaming.
Everyone who's driven in Dallas
Knows exactly what we're talking about.
when you say the death merge, it's like, and everyone has that same question: how was it left? Like, how was it there for so long without someone dying?
How was it there at all ever?
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Yeah,
What
it's like,
fucking civic planner was like, yeah, this is a great idea. Let's merge the left lane and the right lane.
Perfect.
The slowest lane and the fastest lane.
Yeah, of like
two
70
highways.
mile an hour, like 65, 70 mile an hour road, like, highways.
The whole, city planning crew was like, yes, let's do that. That sounds
Perfect.
no problem.
Beautiful.
I see
Beautiful
nothing
design.
wrong.
And that's basically what this wreck, that's the exact same kind of thing that caused this wreck that I missed, was just a sudden merge.
Yep.
With no like period of,
Yeah. Disgusting.
figuring things out. Or, like, no, you can't zipper. There's no time to zipper.
No, there's no time. No time at all.
And yeah, you end up you have to put the horse down, and you have to go on your merry way.
That tail.
You have to go on your merry way before the law shows up.
Yeah, you gotta. You could get arrested.
Yeah, could I have done more? Absolutely. Should I have done more? Yes. But that's the funny thing about experience. You always get it just after you needed it.
I was gonna say, I would argue that as far as being on the scene, you did more than a lot of people would even do. Like,
Possibly.
you did close to or at your due diligence on the scene. Not calling 911.
A lot of people had stopped.
Right, but that's the bystander effect.
That is the bystander effect. It's also the operator effect when you call for a fire and then they're bitchy to you, ding ding ding, about, are you calling about the fire?
Oh yeah, you were dealing with some past trauma of calling 911.
Yeah, actually I was the victim here. Yeah, they shouldn't have that attitude. The operator should not have an attitude.
Yeah.
Because that's going to discourage people
I agree.
from calling.
I agree.
Like, it discouraged me. Like, what am I going to do? Are you calling about the wreck that just happened?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is this the same lady from the fire on the bridge?
Do you remember the fire on the bridge? Yes. And I hang up.
Have you ever tattletaled, but you were like 1000% being the Karen?
Oh, damn. I don't think so, but I have to think about it.
I think that time I got that guy fired was me doing that.
You got a guy fired?
Yeah. I think I
get
told
fired?
this on the pod already.
Well, tell it again.
Okay.
Because I don't remember.
It was a guy that was a contractor for my last job, and we had lost some people on my project, so I was like kind of the de facto lead. And
So you maybe didn't you maybe didn't. I'm going to interrupt you. I'm going to interrupt you real quick. You maybe
For
didn't tell
once.
this on the pod. You
Did I
maybe
not?
did. Yeah, for once. You maybe didn't because maybe someone there listens to this.
Oh, meh. No, I don't care.
All right. Hey, I've done my due diligence. That's my good Samaritan. Hey, why don't you come across the barrier where you can't
I'm just.
talk about stories?
You're like,
Okay,
well,
so
I'm gonna
this
go.
a contractor in some weird tech field that no one understands.
Yeah, I don't even understand it. We had a contractor, and it was me as the lead on the project. This guy that was like a fucking champion. Shout out to Dan. I think his name was Dan. He was the shit.
Hey, Champion Dan.
Dan was awesome.
Hey, I need a hero.
And he was also a contractor, but he was like,
Okay.
the thing with this other contractor
Hey,
is that like he
not all
wouldn't
heroes.
answer any like messages. When he did his work, it was either shitty or wrong if he did his
Okay.
work. And we were on this like insane like where I was working weekends, and one Saturday I was working and Dan was like there with me, like we were like tag team and all this work we had to do, and this other guy was nowhere to be fucking found, even though he was supposed to be with us. And he had sent in a pull request, and I was looking at it and I was just like, this is utter fucking garbage. I have to rewrite this. This is fucking bullshit. God damn it. So I messaged my boss at like 5 p.m. on a Saturday and was
final
like,
straw. Yeah.
you have to get rid of this guy. This guy sucks. This guy doesn't do anything. Like he's useless. In fact,
doing
he
work
is hurting
so
us.
bad that you have to do it.
I have to redo his work. Like, it's one thing if he's not doing anything. It's another thing if he's doing something and it's completely wrong and shitty, and I have to rewrite it because we're on a deadline.
Yeah.
I don't have time to wait for him to respond to me of like, this is shitty, redo it.
Like if you're slow rolling it and everything's getting done on time and no one's having to work overtime on the weekends, that's fine. Mm-hmm. But if you're
No problem.
causing people
Honestly,
to work
go
on
slower.
a Saturday,
And I'm like,
what the hell?
the thing is
Can't
like,
do that.
at that job, we didn't work Saturdays. Like, that was...
Yeah, of course not. I'm amazed that you worked on a Saturday.
That's what you said last time I told this story. I'm pretty sure this is on a different pod.
And you know
episode.
what? I'll be amazed the next time because I'm not going to remember any of this.
But yeah, that's like, it's like, it wasn't the kind, like, we were being paid extra by the client to get this done over the weekend. And like, to be fair, I was at Four Corners Brewery doing this work. So like, hey, no harm, no foul, I guess. But
Hey, shout out to a brewery in Dallas.
Yep. It is a brewery in Dallas. Cool space.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's cool. It is cool. Old
So-
stockade or stables.
Yeah, it's old stables for the hotel that's
There's
across
a
the
horse-
street.
It was a horse hotel.
It was a horse hotel
they
for
had-
the People Hotel across the street. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Four Corners.
Haunted.
Oh, okay.
Four Corners is haunted. Yeah.
What were the Four Corners?
You know, the left, south, up, and the last corner.
Okay. I was going to say it's the Four Corners they clearly cut when they were making the beer.
We love you, Zach. I don't think he listens.
Yeah, I don't think Zach even knows this podcast
Also,
exists.
one time I told Zach, I was like, I have to tell you, El Chingon does not taste good anymore. And he was like, I don't give a fuck. Other people buy it and we're making profit on it. So, and I was like, hell yeah.
Hey, if someone ever
right.
tells me this podcast is tasteless, I'll say perfect. The public will love it.
Yeah. Do you know anything about anyone?
Yeah.
But yeah, I got that
no
guy
accounting
fired.
for good taste. That's what they say, and you have to parse out what that one means on your own. I think.
There's no accounting for good taste. There's no way to factor good taste into your budget.
There you go. That makes sense.
And there's no CPA that could do it.
No, because talk about good taste. CPA, probably.
Dude, fucking, I remember when I first got hired at my last job, it was when I had first moved to Dallas, and I would take a shortcut instead of doing like Dallas North Tollway to 75 or 635 to 75 or whatever. I would take Dallas North Tollway, go through Highland Park because I lived off
I
of
think I did.
Mockingbird.
I think I did this with you once. Like,
Yeah.
when I was down there and you were like, I got to go by the office.
Yeah. The thing about it is that during Christmas, I was so excited to take my little shortcut through Highland Park because I was like, oh, they pay the best light people. Like, they're going to have fucking Home Alone perfect lights.
Truly, this is the Home Alone neighborhood.
No. I was driving through Highland Park, and I was like, this is the perfect example of money cannot buy taste. Because it was like purple lights.
Okay, no, this is fair nowadays, yeah.
And like the multicolored ones that are like the neon multicolor, not the like classic red, white, blue, and white. Wait, red, blue, red, green, white. The
red, white, and blue.
Red, blue, and green. Red, white,
classic...
and green. Damn it.
I'm gonna go on a limb here. I'll bail you out. I'm gonna go on a limb and say, honestly, the best Christmas lights,
classic white,
all white,
and the warm white.
The warm white, not
Dude,
that
the
fucking
LED
cold
white?
blue light. Get that out of here.
I will say
warm
the absolute
white.
Worst Christmas lights are the ones I was just trying to describe.
They're like
neon,
green, purple,
colorful. Yes.
Yeah,
hot
green
pink,
and purple
green.
and yes, God.
Yes. Horrible. So many houses in Highland Park have that fucking light set up.
You're like, that's like pajama people colors.
Disgusting.
Like, I could see.
Disgusting.
Like,
Makes me sick.
I can smell the cat piss in that house. Like, gross.
I get what you mean by pajama people now.
Yeah, that's a pajama person.
Pajama pants
palette.
in public person. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't blacklight this
like,
couple.
The big baggy gangster Tweety.
But I also
or like SpongeBob.
Cool.
It's SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. Yeah, that's a bit more. Yeah, that's more apt. But then they're like
Snoopy.
worn, really, really used.
And they're wearing them with those leather flip flops that have the thick straps.
Thick strap, big socks. Big gross socks. They're like Spider-Man socks or some bullshit.
No, they're always like rainbow toe socks.
Oh my God, toe socks.
And then like a big giant ICP t-shirt.
I can't believe someone would put toe socks on and not immediately eat a lead sandwich. Just like,
I think they ate the lead sandwich and that's what caused them to put the toe socks on.
they missed. Yeah. Took off part of the frontal lobe. Oh yeah, toe socks. That's a good idea.
I thought you just meant a sandwich of lead, like lead poisoning.
It's a gun. That means a bullet.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, I could imagine like putting on toe socks and thinking like, yeah, that was the right thing to do. Everything's great. I'm fine.
I'll say, I had toe socks when I was like 12.
Fine. That's fine.
But I had the same reaction where I put them on and I was like, this is weird. Like,
this is uncomfortable.
This is a sensory sensation that I did not realize that I was going to hate so viscerally.
Yeah.
So intensely.
Could you think about this for a second? Let me gross you out. Imagine you're talking to someone in public. Now imagine they're wearing shoes. Now imagine under those shoes, they're wearing toe socks. That's disgusting.
Is that like...
It's so gross.
Is
Someone's
that
just
the kind
out
of
there.
thing
There are
where
people out there.
They're just straight up secretly concealed carrying toe socks.
They're just like, they're getting off on it. Like, these fucking freaks are out there wearing their Vans, wearing their sneaks with fucking toe socks.
Dude,
You know what they're also wearing? They're wearing slip-resistant shoes, probably.
they might be, yeah.
They're wearing some like service industry slip-resistant shoes.
Yeah, those
and
like
they're
black
not.
leather.
Yeah, yeah. That every job like recommends you wear.
Oh, they
And
give
you're
you a
like,
little catalog.
yeah, the little catalog. Like these are actually great. These like you can't get electrocuted in these shoes. Like, good. Okay, good.
You won't
Yeah.
slip on all the water in the kitchen, and you won't get electrocuted.
Yeah, if someone decides
And they're
to
water resistant,
project-
so if someone throws a soda on you because you didn't get them their ranch,
yeah.
hey,
you
guess
won't
what's
slip
not
on-
wet? Your toes.
Hey, if someone tosses their entire Caesar salad and Coke, large Coke Zero on you because they I don't know didn't get their nachos on time, you won't slip on your way to your car because you're fired. You're fired for doing that.
The customer's always right, you dumb
Customer's
slut.
always right, dumbass. Don't worry, you won't slip on your way out when the door hits you in the ass.
Dude. PTSD.
You're
PTSD.
done here, pal. You're out of here.
Man.
God, how many? Okay, anyway, talking about tattling.
I mean, that sounds like tattling. The fucking customer.
Fucking
fucking
customers.
let me tell you about a
Customers.
time a customer fucking tattled on me.
People hate that word, by the way.
Customer?
Did you know that? Did you know that people really don't like that word? Turns out.
I think that's a very like 2007 take.
Yeah, I do
Personally.
too.
Like,
I
get
slip
over
it
it.
in. I like to.
We're
I slip it
taking it
into
back.
conversations.
Us cunts
Yeah.
are taking it back.
Oh yeah.
Also, we really can't say that on YouTube. That is like one
No.
of the few words that YouTube will like.
They'll really okay. We'll take a
Deplatform
timestamp. 40
your
at
video.
41 at 41:30. We go off on a word.
Go off, King. No, I'm gonna keep it in. I might just like bleep it somehow or something.
Yeah, that works. Hey, that's fine by me.
Or, like,
no one will
just-
ever know what we were saying.
No one
They'll
will
think we
ever
were saying
know.
some, they'll think we were saying something way worse.
No, I think people usually assume it's that word. I usually
Yeah,
do.
customer is a good because YouTube doesn't flag that.
I got
They don't flag portmanteaus.
tattletaled on by a customer. One time I was working at this like weird restaurant that was like known for its brunch but did lunch and dinner. It was a very Austin restaurant.
Oh yeah, known for its brunch, but did it all.
It did so much too. Like stop. Honestly.
What was that? Shout them out.
I don't even think they exist anymore. It was called Hyde Park Bar and Grill, but I worked at the South location.
Now, is it High Park or
Hyde.
Hyde Park?
Hyde Park.
Hyde, like Dr. Jekyll.
Yes. It was. I
Mr.
actually
Hyde
worked at
Park.
Jekyll and Hyde Cafe and Bar.
I can't believe that.
I was
that
the
also blows my
Frankenstein.
mind. How we have not talked about that more.
We
is
have
wild. Not
our
enough.
like first episode.
Not enough.
Not enough. But yeah, I was working brunch into lunch, and obviously brunch is very intense, lunch not so much. But turns out this day, so everyone was cut. I was the only server working lunch. Usually in that scenario, you're expecting at max like 3 tables at a time, right?
Yeah. Sure.
No,
yeah,
no.
3 to 4 maybe.
The whole goddamn restaurant fills up for lunch.
What the?
And it's just me.
Okay.
Not
Also,
having a good
insane
time.
that a restaurant. It's always wild to me when restaurants only have one server on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
I have no
I get it.
excuse.
Like you I get it. Like you think it's always dead. Don't need a second person.
But when
You're not paying them. But you're not paying them.
well, that's, we could argue about why that's not great.
Well, no, but it's like I only need one person on that I'm paying $2 an hour.
Well, here's the thing is
I couldn't
because
possibly afford to have
legally
2 people on.
No. Legally, the business actually does have to make up the difference to minimum wage if the server is not making
Yeah.
tips enough.
God forbid they have to pay an extra $5 an hour.
An hour though. you know how capitalism works. Of course, they don't want to pay $5 an hour for 5 hours to some employee that's just standing around.
Yeah, I can't have them do that.
That's ridiculous.
Hey,
but yeah,
fold some silverware. Make yourself useful.
Fill some ranch cups. So it gets insane. I'm the only one on the floor. There was a table that had showed up like in the beginning, and it was just this couple, and I was trying to take care of them the best I could. I was forgetting some stuff, but like I was like they were kind of young. They were I was
swamped.
fucking weeded as shit.
Yeah.
But I was trying to take care of them
fucking pitted.
pretty good, because I was like, y'all have been like, you started with better service, and now the service has degraded so bad because I got like 17 other tables.
Yeah, the fucking convention next door just let out her.
They leave, everything's fine. The rush tapers off. It's all good. I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck just happened to me? My manager is like, hey, before you leave, can you come talk to me? And I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, what's up? And I go and sit in their office, and they're like,
what? They took you in the office?
Mm-hmm. Table,
oh
whatever the fuck, the one that was the couple, said that you were being racist to them. And I was just like, what?
What the fuck?
Fucking what? And they were like, yeah, they said that because they're Hispanic, you gave them bad service. And I was like,
okay.
No, it was because I was giving the entire restaurant bad service because I was the only server on the floor.
They were getting very equal service.
Everyone was getting bad service because I'm not good at this job.
Yeah. Yeah, there was actually just true equality was occurring where everyone was having a bad time.
I promise you, I was a sniveling, like, butthole whenever I served table. I once had a table, I dropped off the check.
Can I get you anything?
I dropped off the check, and I go, okay, here's your check. Let me know if you need anything else. And the girl at the table goes, no, we don't. Thanks, bitch. And I just, was like... okay, and like turned away and walked away and was like, what the fuck just happened to me?
Fuck?
And they were being cool the entire night, and then she was just like, we don't need anything from you, bitch, or like whatever. And I was just like,
what the hell?
Goodbye. Like went into the back and was like, what the fuck?
I'm surprised. I can't believe,
dude, and we never got an answer to them. I went in the back and like told my manager, like, hey, I don't know what happened, but table whatever the fuck, she just called me a bitch. So you probably want to go see if anything's going on over there. And we don't know. I think what we all determined, because they, like, the girl was obviously like in a very bad mood when the manager went over. And the guy that she was with was trying to, like, assuage the situation, you know?
They broke up.
I think he was checking me out, because this was when I worked at Big Shots.
Damn. Okay, Big Shots. That classic establishment.
That's when I worked at Big Shots. And they were so friendly until literally that moment. I was taken the fuck aback.
That is wild. That's such a cool thing to tell your server.
What the fuck, dude?
What the fuck? I did not expect that to go there. That was awesome.
We don't need anything else, bitch. Okay. Sorry.
All right, Freddy Krueger. Cool.
Right?
Great.
Scary Terry over here.
Yeah, I hope your meal was to your dream satisfaction.
But yeah, all we could determine was she was mad at him for something, and because she took it out on me, we assumed that because it was Big Shots and I was like wearing low-cut shirt and, had to dress.
I've never went there. I don't know what the attire was.
It wasn't a restaurant, but it employed a lot of women.
Okay, so yeah,
And it's
we've
trashy.
no one's ever encountered this type of bar.
Yeah, it's trashy, and like the uniform was whatever you wanted to wear. But
Whatever,
everyone
within
learned
reason.
that if you wore something that showed off your tits because of the type of clientele that it was, you would
Cool guys.
get more tips. Yeah. That's the same restaurant that
Tits for
someone
tips.
walked a like $160 tab on me. And I either had to pay
damn.
it myself, which is illegal, actually. I
Yeah,
didn't
fuck
know that
that,
at the time, but
Yeah,
that is
cannot-
so illegal. Or the manager on duty said I could do 20 push-ups, which I don't know if you know anything about me. I
What the
can't
fuck?
even do 2
Also,
push-ups.
you thought the first option was illegal.
Yeah, dude, for real.
Yeah.
For fucking real.
Okay, you can either pay it back to double over because of the emotional trauma you've put us through with letting a table walk, or you have to wet t-shirt contest do push-ups.
Right.
Like,
Dude.
something is just like, what the fuck? Wait, did you do the push-ups?
I tried. I failed. And I got up and started crying and said, just take the fucking money. And then I walked out. And I never went back.
Nice, good for
Yeah.
you.
I wish I had done a little bit more than just not going back, but
Yeah, it's too bad you had lost all your dignity already before you walked
Yep.
out.
totally agree. Totally fucking agree. But I did.
But it's
The
good that
next
you walked
day-
out.
I was supposed to work a shift and I got a text like, hey, where are you? You're supposed to work. And I said, well, after getting walked last night and having to pay it back after I failed to do the push-ups that ex-manager told me I had to do, I've decided I'm not coming back. And they were like, okay. Like, no, just okay.
Yeah.
Probably because whoever was actually texting me was like, we could actually be very sued for this, so maybe we just like don't put up a fight and just let her go, and maybe she won't come for us. Which,
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I was 19, 20 at the time, so like, I didn't know anything.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't
Like,
know about workers'
No one
rights.
knows.
I
No one knows
still
those
called myself a
rights.
libertarian at that point. Like, I was a
Oh,
fucking
gross.
moron. I know. Fucking
I
idiot.
mean, we all did. We all went through that phase.
It's only because we were social libertarians and we wanted,
I don't even know what that means.
like,
Don't teach me.
I'm just saying social libertarianism is much more acceptable than capital L libertarian.
Lesbian?
No, I said libertarian. Lesbitarian?
Yeah, but what was the capital L for?
Capital L libertarian. There's a difference between
like-
libertarian ideologies, little l, and libertarian, the political
I thought there was
party.
like an extra word in there. I was like, what does that mean? Capital L libertarian.
I don't understand how this is so confusing to you. Capital L libertarian.
I now I know the turn of phrase. I just hadn't heard it in a long time. I
Anyway,
hadn't
now
heard
I'm
someone
capital
refer to
L
some-
leftist.
Lesbian? So my tattletale,
Oh yeah, I'm
my
so
big
excited for
tattletale
this.
story. That it's not me tattletaling.
Oh,
No, I took this to the grave.
you literally were gonna tattletale for me when I had that whole gas situation. When I told you
yeah,
about
yeah,
it, and you
yeah.
were like, "Give me
Oh,
your
yeah.
account number and the phone number,
Give me
and
the
I'll
number.
fucking call
Yeah, I
them
don't
and yell at them."
if someone's pulling shit like charging people for work not done, no, you just make a big stink. Get really
be
mad on the
fair, I-
phone.
Was using the gas
Yeah, but you also tried to pay for it,
once.
and then you just say, "I'll pay the bills, but not the late fees." That's all you say. A year of late fees, you should be have to pay that.
Dude, they should have cut it off like 2 months in. It's insane to me that they waited 11 months. That's like ridiculous.
That's what I mean. These are my points. That's why you don't pay the late fees.
Yeah.
Like
Anyway,
what,
your
you had
tattletale
gas.
story.
You had gas for 11 months, and it's on you? No. Okay, tattletales. High school, junior year. I'm starting to be cool. Get invited to parties.
Oh,
And it's
yeah.
awesome. You wouldn't have known. You didn't
No,
know.
I wasn't invited to shit.
Yeah.
I wasn't even invited
roll
to
in your
someone's
eyes.
house if I was one of the 5 people working on a group project and they invited the other 4 people over to work on the group project.
They would rather do your share.
Yep. Than have me in their home.
You're like, fine, I'm just going to draw Naruto or whatever.
Yeah. It was
That's you.
Inuyasha.
Okay, I don't even know what that one.
It
What
was
is that?
Inuyasha.
I don't want to know.
He's like
I
a
don't want to know what that is.
wolfman ninja.
That sucks. That's so stupid.
Oh.
Oh my god. Okay.
I know,
So
I was a loser.
You're drawing Wolf Ninja. I'm getting invited to parties.
No, I'm drawing
And
my original character that
God,
is
this
an
is even worse.
insert
I knew
of
it was
me
gonna be like
kissing.
it's you as the Wolf Ninja or the Wolf Ninja's bride or something.
Yeah. Anyway,
You're Naruto's wife. Is Naruto a guy? I don't know what
Mrs.
Naruto is.
Naruto.
Naruto's the one that runs like an asshole.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
So going to a party, and it's
I'm
like a
not
small thing. It's not even like we're not even like it's no barn burner, as you would say in Texas.
No.
This is just like little house, North Grapevine, like very
I know
modest.
exactly whose house this is.
I don't know if you do, because I actually I don't remember their name. But modest little like 2-story house.
I know what it is.
Hanging out. Just like there's like maybe 15 people there, like drinking Coors Light.
It was a loft
And,
up
like,
top, right?
No.
Like a rumpus room.
This is not that house.
Okay.
I know what house you're thinking of. No, it's not that one.
Okay. Never mind.
The upstairs of this house was just like a traditional like
Upstairs.
hallway and
Yeah.
bedrooms upstairs. Same style house, like that same like
yeah.
tiny little 2-bedroom or 2-story. Probably a 2-bedroom, maybe a 3. And yeah, like I said, there's like 15 people, 20 peak.
Yeah.
Different group, like different kind of like a few different friends groups, like you know, you got a few people on the couch, a few people in the kitchen. Like literally, if someone's parents are out of town, this is the picturesque party
Oh yeah.
that the parents would want
Right.
to have going on, because like nothing is being damaged. There's no noise, like there's music on, but it's like, again, everyone's like just having a good time, like hanging out. We smoked like maybe 2 joints in the backyard amongst like 12 people.
Yeah.
Like no one's even drunk. That's the wild thing. Like no one's even drunk. Like we're just like drinking light beer.
Mm-hmm.
Neighbor bitch comes in because single dad who went out of town asked the neighbor, unbeknownst to the son, asks neighbor to
As
watch
always.
the house. She comes in fucking nightmare mode.
Like my mom.
Says she's gonna basically, except she's yelling at all of us about how she's calling the cops. And we're all like, why? Like for a second there, we're all like, what's happening? Like, whoa, someone's like, whoa,
Is
what's
someone
going on?
yelling?
Someone's like, yeah, someone yelling. Did someone like walk in the front door yelling already? Like we can hear them because again, it's a chill time.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wild is going on. She comes in. She's the problem. Like if there's gonna be a
Right.
noise complaint,
We're gonna call the
it's
cops
this
on
lady.
you, ma'am.
Yeah, we're gonna call the cops on you. Did anyone give you permission to enter this house?
Bitch, you're trespassing.
Yeah, man. If we were like, that's, you say like you don't know what you can get away with when you're younger, like for sure. Like this lady was trespassing.
I know.
mean,
Nowadays,
honestly,
you go.
Honestly, that wouldn't work because the dad could just say,
No,
"No,
the
I let her
dad
in."
gave
Or I,
permission. Yeah.
but so she calls the cops. We're all like, all right, well, fuck it, we're out of here. I can't find a friend of mine who I know needs to get out of there too. I'm on the phone with him. He tells me which way he ran. I'm like disoriented, so I run the opposite way.
Of course.
A few people, like I pass up like 2 or 3 offers for like, hey, you want to hop in this car and like roll out with us? And I'm like, no, I'm looking for so and so. I won't say your name. So I pass up all these rides, looking for my friend. Realize I've now so this is the telltale was the neighbor.
The neighbor, of course.
Which
Technically, the dad.
Technically the dad. Technically his dad, the grandpa.
Actually, technically, it was God.
Technically, Jesus Christ himself.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm out on the street, realizing that now all cars have left. I haven't found my buddy. And I'm like, fuck, I have to hide. So I just run behind a house. And I just like am like hiding behind, like there's like a retaining wall, like some stones, like holding up a garden, like, you know, some houses on like uneven ground.
Yep.
And I just like hide behind this like earth, in this like embankment. I'm like in a trench. And dude, fucking Grapevine Police Department shows up in force. I think I counted like 12 cars.
You know that fucking Karen said it was like a break-in or something. Like, she didn't say, my neighbor's kid is having a party, come break it up. She said...
Sorry, spoiler alert. This is what I would learn that night.
No, okay.
That's what she did. So, I'm behind the house. It's like, I'm on like the outside of a corner lot.
Yeah.
Like, outside lot. There's like another house behind it, because it's Texas. There's no zoning. Houses are all over the place.
Yep.
I'm seeing some people like older than me, because at this point, I'm 16. I'm seeing some people who are probably like college, like I don't know, early mid 20s, hanging out in the driveway in this house like behind me. I'm like, damn, do I like I'm just on these people's yards, like in this yard. I don't like being here. I'm scared. Like, I'm 16. There's cops all over the place. I'm just seeing cherries and berries, dude. Flashing everywhere. And at one point I'm thinking like, hey, should I like walk down this long driveway and like go and like talk to these people? And I see them like notice the cops, and like they walk towards the end of the driveway, and then they like, that dude hoofs it back, and they all go inside.
Oh,
it's like, fuck. It's like, damn it, now I can't go like approach them for help, which that would have taken like all the courage I had. Be like, let me go ask these like older kids.
Dude, honestly, as much as at like 23, 24, I would never want to be anywhere near a 16-year-old. If a 16-year-old came up while I was like shooting the shit with my friends on my driveway and was like, hey, I was at like a chill party over there. The neighbor called the cops on us. Can I like pretend I'm with you guys?
Yeah.
I would have been like, yeah, honestly, yes.
I think they looked like, cool. Like, I think they would have been cool with it.
Like, as long as you explain the sitch and you're not just like, hey, I'm 16, can I hang out with you guys? Like, no.
Yeah. No, obviously, I would have led with the, hey, they're looking for me.
I'm a fugitive. Help me.
Hide me. I'm Harrison Ford. I need help. So I wait. I'm stuck there now. Like, so my only option
living in a garden.
is I'm living in a garden. I'm living in a trench. And so finally, like, the cops kind of clear out. I don't know how long I'm back there. Probably like, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour. Just like waiting, just like watching.
Dude.
And eventually everything clears out. And I realize like my heart's like, okay, my like heart rate's dropping, you know, in a good way. My heart rate's dropping. I'm bleeding out. I've been shot 8 times.
I'm going into shock.
The dogs are like on my heels. Like they're gonna pick up my scent any minute now. Taking a couple knife wounds. Like I don't know if I could make it across the river.
You're like grabbing your arm while you're limping.
Yeah. Like holding my side. Like, oh, limping. Just gotta make it across the river.
Yeah.
It's always the river. No, so I realized I was like, I'm either gonna have to sleep behind this house, or I just need to walk out there and see what's going on.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck this. I'm just going back to the house. I'm going back to the house. I'm going back to where it was, where it all started.
Scene of the crime.
Across the street was one of those like dumb like half cul-de-sacs where it's like a weird like lump in the street.
Yeah.
And sure enough, driver to driver is 2 squad cars, like just sitting there.
Oh, classic.
And I'm walking down the street towards the house, but I'm on the other side. I'm on the side with the cop cars. And I'm like, fuck it. I can't walk to the house. Like, they'll see me.
You just got to act cool and keep walking.
No, I was like, I'm just going to act cool. I'm going to walk up to them. I was like, what? I'm just going to go talk to them.
You tattled your own tail?
I tattled my own tail.
Oh my God.
So I was like, fuck it. I can't walk past. Like, if I walk past them, they're going to stop me. If I walk to the house, they're definitely going to stop me. That's
Yeah.
incriminating. Like, I'm just going to walk up to them. And like, I walk up to one of like the passenger side of the car, like closer to me. And I tell them, it's like, hey, I've been hiding. I was at that house.
No. Oh my God,
Like,
you did tattle your own tail.
I tattled my own tail. I told him. I just was straight up with him. I was like, I don't know what to do. I was like, I don't know what to do right now. Like, and I'm obviously just like a dumb 16-year-old kid. And he was like, okay, yeah, like, here. What? He was like, let me step out of the car and like you can like. And I just talked to the dude. And at the end of the conversation, he just said, hey, well, why don't I just like give you a ride home? I was like, okay, yeah. And he just drove me home. And on the way home, so I'm in the back of the car, not handcuffed or anything.
Yeah.
On that ride, he's asking me a bit more information. He was like, I think he was like checking my story. He was like, I remember him asking like, so how many people were there? Because he said, he's like, obviously it was a party. And I told him, I don't know, 15, 20, like not very many. And he was like, yeah, it didn't look like anything much was going on. And that's when he tells me, he was like, I think I said like the neighbor said she was going to call the cops. So we ran. And he's like, okay, yeah. Because she said the lady who called it in as armed robbery. Armed robbery.
What a fucking bitch, dude.
And that's why like 12 plus squad cars and like SUVs and like everything. That's why so many police officers showed up, because they thought it was like a
she could have
gunman.
Fucking hurt somebody.
She could have killed us. Yeah, like we could have been like, I mean, like I think so. What he was saying to me is like, obviously, when they got there, it was
very
so clear.
obvious that it was a party.
It was someone was passed out upstairs, and they found them like. And the person, I didn't really know this person that well. They woke up to like 5 cops with flashlights around them. Oh my
God, how horrifying at that age.
And they were like, and they weren't in trouble. Like they were fine. Like they were just like I think the police like questioned them a bit, mostly just to make sure they were like fine. Yeah. Like, are you okay? Because they were just asleep. And the person was like, what the fuck's going on? Like, dude. And so, thankfully, they weren't that dumb. It didn't take them long to figure out there was no burglary. It was just fucking, yeah, 15, 20 kids drinking Coors Light. And, so, I mean, I remember, like, the cop, like, making jokes about it. Like, and then at the end of the night, he was like, he dropped me off, and I was like, all right, cool, thank you. Like, that's very nice of you.
Thanks, Officer Wheeler.
Yeah, right. And then I tattled on myself again. Because obviously I'm getting home. It's like 5 a.m. My mom's like, where have you been? What do? I'm honest with her. I told her the whole story. And you know what she did?
Needs to be really proud of the fact that she created a space in which you felt comfortable being honest.
Yeah,
she raised a young man.
She destroyed that space that night because she grounded me for 2 weeks.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah, and I was never honest about anything ever again.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Dude, she had such a good streak going, too, till you were 16?
Yeah.
Dude, I was lying when I was fucking 4.
She did the absolute worst thing and just completely punished me for being honest one too many times.
That's the worst.
I was never honest again. Yeah.
That is.
I was like, damn.
Truly the worst ending to that story at all. Like, you getting arrested would have been a better ending.
So that's what the rumor that was what the rumor at high school.
Because nobody knew where you were.
Because no one knew where I ended up. Everyone thought I got arrested. And damn, another regret of mine to this day is I should have said I was.
You tattled again on yourself.
I just
told
said no.
The truth and said I wasn't arrested.
I said I wasn't arrested. I'm so cool. I'm so good at talking to people. I'm so good at hiding. I should have said yes. I should have been like, yeah, I spent the weekend in jail. You would not believe it. Would have been cool.
Oh my God.
I'm just honest to a fault. What can I say?
I'm not. I've never been in my life.
So this was a great episode, you'd say, right? You'd think this was a great episode, you would say.
I would say that. The problem with lying all the time is that it's all truth at a certain point.
Hey, if you lie to yourself long enough.
If it's true, it's true. If it's a lie, it's also true. So
That's the way it works,
I did.
folks.
I did enjoy this episode. Jackass Matt, let us know if you enjoyed the episode.
Our one listener, Matt. Maybe one of two listeners.
We'll never know. Except for Matt. I've decided that fan names, Matt can be a horse girl, and then every fan after Matt is gonna be Jackass Matt. Every fan after Jackass Matt, their official fan title is Jackass Matt, but Jackass Matt is a horse girl.
Hey, Matt, come on the pod, defend yourself against these allegations.
Yeah. Honestly, fuck it. Yeah, do it.
But yeah, that's those are my tattle. That's the story where I tattle on myself somehow 3 times in
like
one
so
weekend.
Many times. I've never
you know
tattled
what?
on myself.
Hey, I was fine. Got it right home.
Well, I mean,
Didn't have
I
to
think
sleep in a ditch.
the gender of your talia and the color of your skin might
The color, yes, I have
a little
some. I
something
have
to say about that.
I have a little bit of. I have a slight notion that I might have been the benefit of some privilege in that story.
And
You know what? Something tells me it wasn't just my well-spoken mannerisms.
Nope. One time I did
and
get out.
sheer charisma.
I did get out of what could have turned into a DWI just by being 20 years old with tits. And a strapless dress.
Strapless dress. Zoop.
Anyway, thank you to our Jackass Matts and our horse girls. And
We can't be thanking people. There's no listeners.
No, but maybe
One day. Someone will like these stories.
Yeah. And thank you
Tales.
to Will.
Oh, thank you. Thank you to you.
Tales from the Tattle.
Tales
Is
from
that
the
what you're
Tattle.
gonna say?
Yeah, this is what I was going to say. On this fine, muggy Sunday afternoon.
So good and muggy, and I really am feeling it in my crevices.
All right. And with that, I'm going to go. I think I'm going to log off. I think we're going to call it there.
All right.
We're going to sign off.
Bye. Hope you love dogs.